the other part is actually just getting to meet other people in the community, like having a lot of other people to talk about anime and figures and video games and all that. Now it's time for part 2 of our Q&A video. So now we're going to move into the figure related questions. So the first one comes from Shaman Obsessor, and what made you buy your first figure?
Oh my god, no, this is a funny story because I got her to buy her first figure.
He did. My very first figure was Momohime from the video game Muramasa, and I was really in love with the game and the art style, and I was currently playing it at the time. And Dan just shows me this link over the computer and he's like, look, they have like a figure. And I was like, what? Like, this is a beautiful figure. And now it's actually like a very sought out figure. It's done by Alter. So I think it's a very awesome first figure to have in your collection. And then the fact that it was sort of something like he showed me is just kind of special.
I kind of regret that now since we keep buying it non-stop and our funds keep getting low.
So what was your first figure?
Oh my god, what was it? Because I've had lots. Not really a figure, but it was like a statue. Does that count? This is a Jade Cobra. Does that count?
I guess? Sure.
It's pretty pricey,
we'll go
but...
with Jade Cobra. So the next set of questions, the first one comes from Just Me Today 2, and they said, my question is whether you each display your figures separately or share a space, and would you also do a room tour and collection someday? Jupiter Cola's second question is, do you share your figures equally or do you each have your own specific ones? And then Violet Romano asks, who has the most figures, like between the two of you?
Okay, so currently on display, I'd say it's probably like a 70 to 30 ratio in favor of her.
Yeah, we don't have all of our figures displayed. We do share the same display areas. I think even though we do have our own separate figures, and there's definitely ones that, you know, like he's like, this one's mine, and like he won't want anything to do with any of the Miku figures, I still think it's a shared collection. We have, you know, different ones that we like, and as I said, he doesn't want to claim them, but we do share them together. But the final part of that question is, will we do a room collection tour video? That is our actually most requested video, and I really do want to get that out for you guys. It's on the list, but I can't tell you when it will be released. Our next set of questions are about our favorite figures. So one from Farabee de Fenbeloid. Again, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. This is their second question, is basically, what is your favorite figure? And then Faithful Sad Girl asked the specific one of Dan, and what's your favorite Mommy Tomei figure? So you want to start with that one, and then we'll say our favorites.
Even though it hasn't come yet.
His favorite is the Mommy Tomei that is coming out in April. It's her kimono version. It's done by Aniplex. I have to say, if I had a favorite Mommy figure, this is the one I would choose.
Like, it looks absolutely beautiful, and I hope it turns out that way too. In terms of current, well, my favorite of the collection has been relegated to the back of the TV.
That's not even a figure, that's a model kit.
Yeah, but it's still like easily the most impressive thing we have.
My favorite is a three-way tie, and that is Ultimate Monica, Insane Black Rock Shooter, and Miku Love is War. And I think part of it, one is they're some of my favorite characters out of anime or non-anime, because Miku's not anime. But also, they are just these huge figures with these elegant poses and just different pieces. They're truly like a work of art that they can stand on their own. You know, it's not just this simple figure. They put details into bases and all of that. So it's definitely between those three that are my favorite of our collection. So our next question is Mikuna's second question, and it is, what is your current Holy Grail figure? So I think I have quite a few. It's nothing like how much I wanted Miku Love is War, but I have been wanting a couple other Miku figures, and one is the cheerful version that I know you have, Mikuna. Another one is the World is Mine one, where it's on a picture frame, so I think that's a really neat idea, and we don't have a figure like that, so I've always kind of wanted that one. And then, of course, I'm sad I missed out on the Deep Sea Miku one, because that one looks really beautiful. And then some non-Miku related ones. Dark Angel Olivia is a really nice one. I'm not really familiar with the game she's from, but I think she is just an overall beautiful figure. And then to kind of go with the figure theme, but they're not really figures, I've been trying to get more of the Nendroid playsets, the old style, where you've seen me use it before in the new Snow Miku video for 2014. That is one of them. I only have one half, but I've been trying to get more because I think they work really well for videos. So those are my holy grails currently right now. How about you?
I want to get a 1/48 scale like mobile suit model kit.
And then where would we put it?
It just stand on the floor.
Oh god. So our next question comes from Miss Matsuri, and she wants to know, is there any figure you would consider or thought of buying that you have never watched the anime about it or know who the character is? If so, what is that figure or figures and why? Also, what do you recommend for storage space, for keeping figure boxes, or how do you store them yourselves?
Wow, we are really guilty of the first part of that question. Like, I don't know how many times.
We have done it before. I actually purchased the Toka Nendroid before watching Data Live, but I did see Data Live before it actually was released, so I kind of redeemed myself there. I got Iori from Idolmaster, which I did a review on, so you can see that. I've never seen Idolmaster. I don't even know if I've really listened to any of the songs, but I went ahead and got that one. We have a Figma and a figure of Akane Ishiki from Vivid Dread Operations, which we have not seen yet. He just thinks she's really adorable, so we've picked her up a few times.
I'm really guilty of buying figures and not knowing who the heck they are.
So it's definitely a thing we've done. Recently, I've really tried to stop doing that because there are figures of characters that I know and I love that I would rather have than somebody who I'm not really connected to. So to try to save money, that's what I've been trying to do, is to do less of that. For the second part of her question is, how do we store the boxes? Currently, all of our boxes are stored in our closet, so we just have space for like our clothes hanging up and then just figure boxes. Nothing else can fit in our closet.
Well, we technically have some on top of the shelf.
We have some up on top of our DVD shelves, and we have some in between our bed and the wall. So we do have a big problem because we don't have a lot of space, but definitely getting rid of the prize figure boxes and the boxes for like Nendroid Petites and stuff we don't keep, so that helps a little bit. Also, how we store our Nendroid and Figma pieces is we get those boxes that for like beads or string or whatever, you know, you can get them at Joann's, Michael's, all that stuff, and they have the little dividers, and each Nendroid has their own spot inside the cases, and we have about 4 of them. We haven't filled them all up, but we definitely could if we opened all of our Nendroids. But that's a way you can keep all the Nendroid pieces safe and together if you don't have spaces for the boxes. So if you can get rid of the boxes, if you're not attached to them, I would definitely say do that. So our last figure related question comes from ITWD2, and they say, where are some places to order Nendroids for not extremely high prices? I'm not too keen on spending over $25 on a toy considering I'm only 13 and don't get an allowance.
Well, for starters, youngin', why are you on the internet?
Stop. Problem with this is that $25 is actually a good price for an authentic brand new Nendroid. That's actually rather cheap.
Yeah,
some of them can be upwards of 4,000, 5,000 yen, which depending on when the market is, could it be anywhere from like $30 to $50. You know, you're getting them from a legit place, Ami, Hobby Link, Hobby Search, Good Smiles shop. The thing is, all of those shops are from Japan, and if you're someone, you know, younger or someone who doesn't have a lot of money, even ordering from Japan, shipping can add on to the cost. So I'd say if you really want to try to get a cheap Nendoroid, your best bet is probably Amazon. And even though I'm directing you towards Amazon, you do have to be careful because bootlegs can be sold on Amazon. But if you're doing it through Amazon themselves and they're shipping it out, or someone who's verified by Amazon and you're still getting the Amazon shipping and everything, you're probably safe. So now we get a little personal, but not too personal. Thank you guys.
Where's the fun?
Okay, so the first question was actually asked twice by 2 different people, and one is the third question by Jupiter Cola, and then the second question by Shaman Obsessor, and it was basically, how did you both meet? So we met online through a gaming website, and we weren't looking for like a relationship
I was
or
not
anything.
looking for love, but it somehow bloomed itself.
Bloomed itself, that's really weird. Eventually we did grow closer and we shared more interests, and he confessed his love to me. So
And look at where we are today.
I dragged him all the way away from Los Angeles to a podunk town in the middle of nowhere. So our next question comes from Unis Myong. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. And it's basically, how old are you?
Like, yeah, naturally, since I'm Asian, I look a lot younger than I'm supposed to be, but I'm 36.
He's not 36. I'm 40, but you know, again, good genetics. No, I'm just kidding.
You're a white girl.
But we're both in our mid to late 20s. I will give you guys that much. So we're not really old. We're still
They
young.
card her when she still buys video games. They don't for me.
If it's an M-rated game, they're like, can we see your ID? And I was like, sure.
They never ask me.
Our next question comes from our good friend T-Dino, and he asked, what do you think of a meetup between all of the YouTubers? Since he's asked this question, we've actually talked a little bit more privately, but I will answer it publicly in this video. And basically, I think that would be an awesome idea. There's a lot of figure YouTubers out there that I would love to do a meetup with, and we've kind of, on and off of YouTube, we've become like closer, and we do the Secret Santa exchanges and everything, so I think that would be a really awesome idea. I'd love to meet some of you guys. And then where would we do it? Honestly, this is a tough one because we're not even just all over the country, we're all over the world, so it would be harder for other people to go into different countries, except for maybe US and Canada would probably be the easiest. But I think something where we all have the same sort of interest and going and doing that. So either a convention would be a great place to meet up, and I know some people have done that in the past. If we can't do a convention, probably like a bigger city where there's things we can do, where we can go out, have a good meal together, do a little like geeky shopping or something like that.
Get drunk.
I don't even think all of the YouTubers are old enough.
What?
You booze hound.
Oh.
And then the most randomest question from another good friend on YouTube, Donkey Blanky 28. He says, my question would be, what is your favorite
Chicken
dish?
a la king.
I am very picky. I am not a good eater. Anyways,
I think her favorite is seriously mac and cheese.
I love macaroni and cheese. I love pizza, but of course it has to be more like plain version, so I don't like pizza with a lot of crazy toppings. You know, I'll have pepperoni or bacon.
I will answer this question for her. Her absolute favorite food ever is pho.
Pho? See, he's the one who can't even pronounce it. I love pho.
No, really, chicken a la king is like, I just had it like not that long ago, but and like this is kind of sad, but I had from like Stouffer's like frozen meal, but it was like absolutely amazing. Now I just want to go to like a restaurant and see if like chicken a la king is on the menu and order that. It is just so good.
But we have finally made it, and our last question is from another friend, and it is Rakadadachi. So he wants to know, what do you both want for Christmas this year? So obviously we're filming this after Christmas. So what I wanted and I got was Homura, the time shift version by Aniplex. So I think that one's really cool. So what did you want, or did you get what you want?
Well.
And then the second part of the question is, if money was no object, what anime merch would you buy? I'm not an anime merch. That'd be really cute. Well,
No, I was.
I want to be an anime character.
Well, we are technically now anime characters.
We do. We have the chibis. Those are so cute.
Mine would be that one-to-one, like one-to-one Gundam scale that they have like erected in Japan.
Oh, jeez.
That thing would be so.
We've already talked
awesome.
about this. No, this is crazy.
No, that would be like the perfect thing if money was not involved. To have that.
I think something else that maybe I'll try to get someday is one of those anime like body pillow covers. That is what I would want, and I think I would just want like a bunch of them and then just jump into the mall.
and you guys
awesome.
thought I was the pervert.
I didn't say they had to be pervy. That's
They're
just
all
a bonus.
They're all pervy.
So those were your questions that we answered. So hopefully we answered everybody. I don't think I missed anybody. And hopefully they were interesting and we answered your questions well and all of that fun stuff. And again, this was done for us being on YouTube for 2 years. And I can't believe how much we've grown and how many subscribers we have. And everyone who comments, I love you guys. And all your comments are wonderful. And that's why I try to talk to you guys and everything. I just like the whole community. So thanks for sticking around as long as you have, and hopefully we'll have another good year. So I'll see you guys later. Bye!